Good morning guys and Roma Invicta. I'm Imperator and I'm bringing you, I think it's the fourth episode of the Roman series, and let's start the job.
At your command.
The first Italica is replenishing well, and I think in how many turns? I think 3? Yeah, the average. In 3 turns I'm going to march to Corrales. But since the war with Carthage is looming, I think
Ready for orders.
that an extra army should do. So I'm going to recruit now that my
Is that all?
Manipur barracks have been upgraded.
Ready
I'm
for
going to
orders.
recruit some crack troops.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
Some nice principes should do the job. Because 3 aria, oh well, spearmen for city assault, that shouldn't do. My plan is to take over Libeum and then attack Carthage from 2 directions, and in fact with 2 armies and 1 fleet. That should do. Now we end the turn. Whoa, the research has been completed. Now let's see what we can do. Some construction would do.
Commander.
First Italica's replenishing good. Now let's bring Postumia Scapula to the south.
Fleet.
And let's get our fleet
Honor and
to scout ahead.
stopping for now. Put your backs into it, you men.
I've seen that my income has decreased a little bit. A little more than a little bit. But I think
am
some
honored
trade
to receive
agreements
this
should
embassy,
work.
and will listen with... One sacrifice is needed
Yeah,
on the altar of our
trade
goodwill.
agreements come at a price.
Aye. By the Tetractys, you have a good mind in your skull.
Liguria. No, since I'm going to attack them anyway. The Orsi, no. Carthage, no, not a chance. RDA, I could trade with them, but not the best relationships.
We hunger for battle.
It's a huge gamble.
It's a good life.
It's an absolutely huge gamble. I might lose my whole economy just in the attempt to take Carthage. Let's see, can't I get from Syracuse some military access?
For the sake of friendship that has been, and...
No, I can't. Let's end the turn.
A treaty between us would please the gods and give our
Non-aggression
enemies
pact.
much to
Okay.
think about.
Ludi Romani. That should be okay. Shall I sabotage? Yeah, I'm going to poison the wells. Deplete the garrison. And of course Postumia likes her sabotage. Let's bring the fleet here.
Bring out. Your next command.
And the army,
Hunger for battle.
I guess I can go since my general doesn't need that many men. Cavalry is as good as useless in siege battles. And for real, in this episode we are going to see a real siege, not the city assaults we've been used to up to this moment. Oh, my mistake. But I think you got my way of thinking. I didn't like to trespass. Subject: finally some politics. Septimus Caesulenus Crispus. Birds have been seen flying in the Senate. And so what? This is the worst possible omen. The gods are furious. I think I'm going to sacrifice a white bull. The birds flying in the Senate. Come on, man, are you superstitious or something? In fact, the Romans really were. I'm going to advance my army to the walls of Corrales, and I'm going to... No, I can't encamp.
Further orders?
I will see it done.
Yeah, and I've sabotaged it successfully. And my spy has increased in rank. Let's give her finally disruption. What gives me assassinations? Yeah. Management siege. Pre-siege tortoise. Pre-siege battering ram. Let's research that. It should be just fine by the time my second ferrata comes.
A
Liguria.
token, perhaps a modest gift
Yeah,
of
for
coin.
now. Posthumous Scapula. Trade agreement dissolved. No, that's bad. Minus... That's worse than I expected. Just because of some stupid birds. Come on.
I do enjoy
And some
a little
superstitious Romans.
By my hand, it is done.
I'm going to attack very soon, Corrales.
Ready for orders?
But first I should march my troops to Lillebeum.
The next command? Destination reached.
And the turn, of course. Or let's build something. No, I'd like to keep my funds. Now it's the time to rock. We've got the battering ram, the... I can't believe this. Politics. A member of your family has been found guilty of poisoning his ward to inherit the boy's lands. Of your family. What would you have us do with him? You know something, it's just like that thing in Game of Thrones, you know, when Tywin was asked when Jaime was in captivity what should he do. He just shouted, "He's my son," and I'm going to pardon him despite the Senate, despite the fact that the Senate won't be that pleased. So I'm just going to pardon him. It's not the fairest thing to do, but let's try it. The politics system really makes you take some nasty decisions. My word.
Commander,
Now let's declare a war on these guys. Declaring a war. Oh, one more turn. I've got a non-aggression pact with them.
Speak, Scorpion.
No.
You wish of me. Sabotage.
But I'm still going to poison the wells.
Succeeding is what I do.
Okay, now let's end the turn.
Bound by treaty, our lands would be as trireme and sail.
Alright.
Indivisible,
As trireme and sail, is that a new idiom in the English vocabulary? Yeah, as I said, -5 influence. But my influence is still strong and my faction leader is dictator.
ready for battle.
I'm going to declare the war.
None will escape.
Indeed,
Besieging
none will
settlements.
escape.
Commander,
I'm going to poison the wells.
I do enjoy a little trouble.